Hello everybody. I am here with my mandolin just by special request. I've had a couple of requests to go over some mandolin things. And what we're going to do in this video are just basic open chords. So I'm going to go through some of the more common chords and get you kind of into the mind frame of knowing these things well enough that you can play some common tunes and just making sure you feel comfortable with these. So let's start with the open G, which is really the simplest of mandolin chords. It's still going to be tough if you're new to this, but just hang in there, practice these things with the video a couple of times and they'll get easier for sure. Just takes a couple of weeks. So for the open G, we leave the low string, which is string number 4, the big string here, we leave it open, and we leave this third string, which is the D string, we leave that open. And then second string A, we hold first finger on the second fret. And then first string E, we hold second finger on the third fret. So the frets we're holding are 0 on the fourth string, 0 on the third, 2 on the second string, and 3 on the first string. And it should sound just like that, 0, 0, 2, 3. And when you strum the entire thing, it becomes a G chord. And we call this open G. Now, here it is again. If you move these two fingers towards the ceiling, one string like this, your frets become 0 on the big string, 2 on the next, 3 on string 2, and then the first string is open. And a common problem is for this finger to lean and cause this sound. And if you'll just arch that finger, keep it really tall, you can see from the side I'm way up in the air there, that again becomes a C chord. It's 0, 2, 3, 0. So today we're just going to try to go back and forth here and move from the G chord, 0, 0, 2, 3, to the C chord, 0, 2, 3, 0. And you'll hear both chords very clearly pop out, and there's not a lot of motion. And then when you feel like you can do these fairly well, I want you to try this. I want you to try strumming 4 times on the G, 2, 3, 4. Now switch to C and strum 4 times. Back to G and back to C. There you go. Now when you feel like you've got that taken care of, take this first finger right onto the big string, which is 2nd fret on the 4th string, and take your second finger and twist it around a little bit and put it on the first string 2nd fret. So basically, it's hard to see here, but we're holding fret 2 on the big string and fret 2 on the little string. So 2nd fret on string 4, 2nd fret on string 1, and it sounds like this. The middle 2 strings are both open. So the frets you're holding are 2, 0, 0, 2, and that is a D chord. Now when you figure this out and you feel comfortable, we're going to go and try to strum all of these, but I'm going to go back through them one more time. So the G chord from big string to little string is 0, 0, 2, and 3. The C chord moves this physically up a string. It goes higher a string, but we call that down because it is lower in pitch. And that becomes 0, 2, 3, and 0. And then the first finger continues down to the low string, which again, that is physically up, but we're still calling it down because of pitch. And then the second finger moves over to the first string 2nd fret. I'm going to move a little bit so you can see. I'm not actually touching anything except low string and first string. And then the middle 2 strings are open, so the frets are 2, 0, 0, 2. And now let's hear those together. Here are 4 G chords, 4 C chords, 4 D chords, and back to the G chord. Things to remember are let these fingers, the 3rd and 4th finger, just let them kind of hang out above the fretboard. See, my fingers are hanging out up there, they're not tucked in behind. That's a sign of too much pressure or too much stress in the hand. Leave those fingers out there and it relaxes them as much as possible. Keep your thumb, you know, a lot of mandolin players play up here, and that's just one of those aspects of the style that I have kind of gotten rid of. I keep my thumb behind the neck, kind of like a guitar player would on guitar, but what it does is it allows me to support my fingers a little more accurately, keeps my fingers from having to apply quite as much pressure. Now, you will see a lot of thumb like up top like this, and that's fine. The neck is just so much smaller than a guitar. Your thumb is going to do something different, and people do that differently. But remember to keep the fingers relaxed, keep your thumb from sticking up all the way. Don't let your palm actually contact the neck. Keep your thumb back as far as is comfortable, and concentrate on making a good clean sound every time. That's what's important. So if you want to, try this with me one last time, and then we'll maybe move on to another video. Here we go. So G chord 0023, ready, go. So 1, 2, 3. Now switch to a C chord, which is 0230. Now a D chord, 2002, and back to a G chord. And I'll give you a last view. So the G chord right up close, 0023. The C chord moves up one string, 0230. And then the D chord is 2002. G. Just like that. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks, and catch you again soon.